Ladies and gentlemen, our next master chef has hit the stage with his lovely assistant Chantel. Would you please welcome Freddy Bird?
Hello, hello.
Freddy, what are you doing for us today?
I am, I think it sounds like I'm just making some sandwiches, but it's going to be a little bit more than that. Just going to make a crab sandwich, a lobster roll, and I'm going to then make a mouclade, which is with lobster and monkfish. So mouclade is mussels with saffron and cognac and a little bit of curry powder, creme fraiche, and then we're just going to cook a bit of fish and some lobster and pour that over the top like a bit of a stew. And then, yeah, lobster roll, curried lobster roll, with, I was going to pickle some cucumbers, but Co-op kindly found me some gherkins. So we're going to do little sort of pickles on top, and then some, yeah, then a basic crab sandwich is it. So let's start. I was going to start with the lobster rolls, but it's a bit cold, so we're just going to wait for the lobster. So we'll start with the. I'll start with the mouclades, and then we'll come back and do the lobster. Oh, how long is that going to be? About an hour. Is that on full power?
It's on full power, yes.
That's all. Okay. No, it could be a while. Talk amongst yourselves. No, go on. I'll start with the mouclade. So let's do that. Save a bit of space there. So mouclade. Let's start with the sauce. So, really simple. Nothing today is going to be complicated. Just pre-planned because every night down here is slightly heavy. So I don't want to have to be thinking too much up here. Right. So these are. So during lockdown we opened up a bakery. So that's why I'm doing some sandwiches, because obviously we want to talk about our bakery a little bit. But we built a bakery in Westbury Park, just down the road from our restaurant Littlefrench. So these we're doing lobster rolls on the menu there in the evenings. So we open it up. I don't like a building to be sort of quiet for too long, so it's the guys come in at 4 o'clock in the morning, and they're there until and there's somebody there till about 12:30 at night. So we always try and make sure there's always something going on. Right, so a little bit of sliced onion, probably a bit too much. Do you want to dispatch the lobsters? Yeah, or we could do it in front. Are people happy seeing a lobster? Just show you how to do it nicely, so it's done properly. Someone was just asking me how to kill a crab properly, and then it was asked, did you have to practice? How many of you tortured doing it? And the honest answer is you do. You got to learn. Sometimes with crabs, you got to learn to dispatch them a little bit. But lobsters are really easy. So should we do it over here whilst that's melting? So these lobsters, by the way, from Puncher here, Salcombe fish and shellfish. And if you give him a call, he's got these all in the tank round the back. He'll pull you some out. Do give it a go. Right. What do we need to do? Where's there a little... Is that under it? Yeah. I like this on full power as well. This is going to be very slow. Here we go. So it's going to take a while. Turn it, how do I go? There we go. So can you see that you've got the line down the lobster? And it's kind of got a little cross across there. Just stick the knife straight in there, and I guess into the head. Thing's gone. So we'll dispatch him that way. Sorry? Like a donkey. I've never killed a donkey like that. Oh right. So, and there's lots of wriggling. But if I did it to you, you wouldn't know, and you'd be wriggling as well. So there you go. He's a goner. All right. All of that. That's nothing. He's gone. Should we get another one? Oh, I'm going to burn my butter after saying that. Look at that. There we go. We'll let Tom do the next one. Tom does it with a hammer. So sweat that down. At home you can put them in the freezer, put them to sleep a little bit, and then pop them in, but it's not particularly practical for a restaurant. You can't have a freezer dedicated to slowly killing lobsters. Yeah. Have I got a wooden spoon somewhere? Yes. right there. I was promised conversation. I'm getting nothing.
Sorry, that was a 2-minute
It's like
silence for the
literally
lobsters.
zoned out. Oh,
Anyway, Freddy, very famous name for a serial killer as well, I seem to remember. How have things been for the last couple of years? You say you diversified.
yeah. Are you allowed to say that you've quite enjoyed it?
Yeah?
It's been all right. I've quite liked it. I quite like gave us a chance to think, change things, do new stuff.
Yeah?
I mean, yes. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It was quite a few tears at the beginning. You know, we just set up on our own for the first time. Spent all of our life savings on a restaurant that 8 months later was closed down. So you were a little bit like, "Whew, okay. I'm glad I did this because nothing." But do you know what was amazing was just people really rallied. We closed on the Thursday when we got shut down.
Yeah.
We might as well have closed a week before, but we were sitting there with empty restaurants with the odd sort of person coming in, terrified to come out, obviously. And we did sort of stay open, not really knowing what to do. And then on the Thursday, we got closed down, and on the Saturday we opened up the restaurant as a shop. My butcher called me and he said, "I've got £250,000 worth of beef hanging in a fridge."
Wow.
He said, "Dedicated to restaurants, nothing, nowhere to sell it, nothing to do. What do I do?" So I said, "Well, we'll sell it. We'll turn the restaurant into a shop." And I spoke to the veg man. He said, "Yep, I'll do." So we just did boxes of beef, mixed boxes of meat and stuff, veg boxes, fish boxes, local bakery. We couldn't make it. I can only make about 6 loaves of bread at a time at the restaurant. I'm struggling with this.
It's ideal. It's just diversity. Plus the fact,
So we kind of became like a little, my fun was, could we get the queue at our restaurant bigger than the queue at Waitrose around the corner? I can't open that.
And 2 years of not seeing. Brilliant.
We go topless at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years of not seeing family and friends, and then you suddenly realised you never liked the buggers anyway, so what was the point?
So it's not only been 2 years of not seeing them, it's been quite nice. Just carried on. So a little bit of that in there. Can't remember what else. I put a bit of garlic in there as well, why not? I enjoyed it, and then we, bounce back loans came along.
Yeah.
And contemplated, let's spend it on a holiday, go and have some fun. But of course, buy a new car, close the business down, start again. No. So we put it into a bakery. We built that, built a deli, wine shop. We've just expanded that into the shop next door as they closed up after 10 years. We just sort of it's been fun.
Ideal. Good. I'm glad you survived. That's the main thing. What's that smell just coming across? Did you put coriander in or curry?
Curry powder.
Right.
I would pass it to you and ask you to sniff it, but you'll probably say it smells funny and you don't really like it.
It's fine, honestly. You've got a wonderful chopping action, I say.
I'm glad we didn't go as a fabulous chopper. Right, bit of that. So, and then our stolen Courvoisier.
Yeah.
Just 2 minutes on yours. So we're gonna. Are they in already? Are they? So lobos have gone in. We're just gonna blanch them. Just so the meat releases from the shell. It's not going to be cooked because we're going to finish cooking it in the sauce or for the sandwich or whatever that's going to be. So,
can you explain why blue gone, red there? Why do they change colour?
Not a clue.
Not a clue. Excellent.
Not a clue. I always love a photo of someone walking out of the sea there with 2 cooked lobsters. Have you seen those ones? Have you seen those pictures?
Bizarre.
Just as they are. Do you want to start peeling some with me? No? Oh. That's all right. Perfect. I'll come and do one as well, shall I? So a bit of that, bit of white wine. Smell that brandy.
That white wine is superb.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll get the bus stop later. We can finish that.
So reduce that down a little bit. And then into that we're going to get some fish stock here. which not available on Tom's shop today, but is available on your website, isn't it? Oh, what's in this fish stock? It's quite dark. Okay. This is going to be a totally different flavour mouclade than I intended. But it is delicious. It's very tasty. But do you know what? Seeing as it's Crabfest, that's kind of shellfishy as well. And is there prawn in there? Cool. I'm allergic to prawns. I've just tasted it. Thanks for the heads up.
Right.
Can I?
You are doing a lobster dish.
I can eat lobsters.
Can you?
Yeah, they're not prawns. Yeah.
It's unusual. How do you want your?
Let's just. I'll keep this one. Keep that one whole.
Do you want any of this?
No, we're good with that. We'll save that. Save all your shells. Oh, I'm being told, tell you how to rip a tail off. You just rip the head off. Right, just twist it. Fingers crossed. Sometimes you'll pull the digestive tract out with it as well, but not always. I'm just going to go and run over here a minute. What's that? Yeah, claws. Let's keep the claws whole, please. As in out of the shell, but whole. Right, in that goes. We're going to simmer that down. Right, so that's that. Then we'll move on. We'll come and talk about lobster rolls and whatnot, and crab sandwiches and things. This is chaos over here.
Freddy, we've discovered why. Coloured lobsters turn red when you cook them because the proteins that twisted the pigment around to produce yellow and blue hues can't handle the heat and fall apart. Well, I'm stultified by that.
I'm going to ask you to repeat that at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey, that's been on a little while.
Look at that.
Yeah, we'll just let that cool down. I'm burning our rolls. They're going to taste terrible. In the meantime, what we're going to do is I'm going to make a little mayonnaise, so a little curry mayonnaise. A lot of curry going on. You're going to see, everyone today, you've noticed, says crab with it works well together. We should have all had a small conversation. If only there'd been a WhatsApp group that we could all communicate on and tell everyone what we were cooking. There was. Okay. Just not invited, ever. Right, so we got a little bit of shallot. I'm going to sweat that down, a little bit of oil. Then I'm going to make a just sweat that down with a little bit of curry powder. And we're going to make a mayonnaise with that. I can't believe I've done that to those rolls. They'll taste delicious, I promise. Keep those going. Right, and again, we're not allowed gas.
No, apparently not.
No.
Let's take the bottom off.
Brioche
Sorry?
buns?
Yeah. No, it'll be all right. That'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be good.
Brioche buns?
Brioche buns from our bakery. They're they're kind of just enriched. They're lots of milk and butter. Not technically brioche, but yeah. But the lovely thing is when they warm up, they go super soft. And we're going to smear the inside with loads of garlic butter, fill it with lobster tossed in curry mayonnaise, some pickles on top. Normally, I was going to make some shoestring fries, but the fry has been ruined by Jane beforehand, deep frying crab. So we blame Jane for that. There's no, it's not actually. I forgot to order potatoes. Sorry?
So you are lucky you got a kitchen left after Jane. What you did with the fry?
This is true. Okay, so that's simmering away. A little bit of curry powder in there. So, sorry, we're doing about 8 things at once here. My apologies. That's a knife. We'll use a spoon. There we go. Sweat that down.
Tom's just breaking the lobster, is he? Up to the claws.
Got some whole lobster claws over there, I hope, yeah. Okay, so over here I've got the little Maggi mix. I'm just going to make... What's that, sorry? We'll take it out whole, so nice big chunk. Just because it's more complicated, I'm going to chop it all up afterwards, but it's nice to have a... It's just nice, what we do is in the lobster roll, we're going to slice it and then sit it on top, so it looks like a whole lobster in there. So people want to see they're eating a whole lobster in their lobster roll. Where are the eggs? There they are. Okay, what else have we got to do here? Separate that. There is a bin under here, by the way, I'm not just... One of those. A little bit of vinegar. Actually, we'll go a little bit of lemon. Where's the lemon? Up there. There we go. Do you know what? We'll sit and do loads of recipes for lobsters and crabs and whatnot, but I've got to be honest, you do all of this, I'd far rather just sit with a hammer, some mayonnaise or some butter, and just hoof it down with lots of chefs. That's what we're doing later. So yeah, we've got 6 chefs together later. We're all going to cook food, but all we're going to do is boil crabs, boil lobsters, and eat them with hammers and bibs and
Some bought mayonnaise.
and some bought mayonnaise. Hellman's, bit of Hellman. You have to say Hellman.
And can your lobster shop be in our stock?
Yeah, do. So lobsters are obviously expensive, and that's 2 lobsters. It's going to make 1 sandwich and sort of a bit of a stew. You'd eat that on your own in 1 sitting, but that's 2. You've got all of that. Don't waste it. Make yourself a bisque, soups, stews, whatever. Use every last bit. I'm making a mayonnaise, aren't I? What's going on? There we go.
Not a clue. How much for an average lobster these days? Do you sell it by the dozen?
They are. What's the retail price for a lobster? Before I say what chefs pay for it, and then say go and nip down to the quay and see.
80 pence a kilo? How much a
30.
kilo? 90. Okay.
I know the wholesalers that were buying them for
So an average size.
more than that.
No, it's a half a kilo lobster.
Is that legal?
It's a 500 gram lobster.
Nothing else on this table seems to be legal.
About £15 for that. £15-ish. Okay. For half a kilo. Wow. Okay.
Right. This is good. This is really well set up stage, this, isn't it? I'm going to make some mayonnaise facing the other way.
What you can't see,
What? Oh, sorry, it's on a plug.
he's actually pulling out the jar from the fridge.
It's good though, when I split this I can just hide it.
That's clever.
Are you enjoying yourselves? There we go. I can't see a thing.
That looks perfect, isn't it?
I'm making soup. Can you do that? Because I feel like I'm facing the wrong way. Just carry on.
You want that, not that.
What's that? No, olive oil, yeah. No, not olive oil. Pignon oil. Right, come on, let's come back to this. Nearly burning those. Right, so what are we going to do? Let's do the mouclade first. Let's finish this off. So, another frying pan. Run out of anything flat, we'll use a wok. So, into here we're going to go chunk of monkfish, oil. You're using the oil. I'll use some of that. Sorry? Just until it's a mayonnaise consistency. Nothing's... Right, here we go. Little splash of oil, get that hot. Start our stew. What's that? Dirty? It's quite runny. Right, monkey. Here it is. Turn that board over.
That is an amazing lump of fish.
That's a good lump of fish. I'm going to cut this relatively small just because it's take a while to cook otherwise.
Wow.
So let's do that. Let's do 4 pieces like so. I love monkfish. Monkfish overcooked is the dullest thing in the world, but cooked perfectly, still nice and opaque in the middle is fantastic. Where's that salt hiding again?
The mayonnaise is, well, actually, it's lasted longer than my first marriage. What's happened there, Tom? That's...
It's not my mayonnaise.
It's not my mayonnaise. That's not my bus. Is that not a mayonnaise? It's not really a mayonnaise. No.
No.
What have you done, Tom? Let's start again. Should we do it by hand?
Yeah, Owen would like to.
Yeah, Owen, we'll do it by hand. We've got a whisk and a bowl. I'll do it now. I hate using... we'll just tip it out of that. Sorry? It's a joint effort. I started to split it, so I gave it to Tom, and now I'm blaming him. Oh, you need an egg yolk in here.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Is that?
Cool. There we go. Right. Where's that? Where's the lobster? Here we go. That's pretty much cooked, actually, that lobbo. Sorry? They are. We'll just drop them in gently at the end. So, into this sauce, we're going to steam these mussels open. Do you need any more of these afterwards, Owen?
No, I've taken mine.
No.
Local
Cool.
mussels?
Where are these mussels from? Sorry?
They are the mussels from Brussels.
Oh dear me. Sorry, I think the lack of drink is the problem. So,
And the mayonnaise is going to be from Spa a little bit later on.
mayonnaise is what?
From Spa.
Yeah, shortly.
That's it. That's almost perfect, isn't
There
it?
we go. Let's just,
Hang on.
ready?
Is it? I ruined it.
There we go. Slowly, slowly. Do you know what? I feel really uncomfortable. You staring at me like while you're doing that. No one else can see what's going on. Just look deep into my eyes, darling.
It's dribbled everywhere.
Oh, we went to school together. I couldn't work out why he was so popular. Now I do.
God, now Jane's joined
Oh,
in.
I feel a little bit uncomfortable. Bloody hell. I love this. This is either on full power or it's not on at all. Because 9, this is hilarious.
P for power.
So P for power. Is that one of mine? Does that fit on there? It does. Ish. Nice. Let's turn that over.
Could you do this dish without mayonnaise?
Like I said, I hope it's mayonnaise. What did you just put in?
Who would have thought you would have Tipex in a marquee like this?
Oh dear. What if you just put in? You put some.
My sherry alioli.
Do you know what? I just use that.
Yeah,
There we go.
just use that.
It's not curried.
Give it up.
There we go. Right, no. I'll wait till you finish it, then I'll use it.
You don't get this with Matt Tebbett. Well, in fairness, he would have passed out by now, but
Right, so this is nearly finished. Going to drop these lobster claws in. Put a couple of those in there. That saves some for the sarnie. In that goes. It's turned off. Oh my gosh. This is why we're not going to have induction at home, darling. They never work. They're on and off. Right, we're nearly there. Has anyone got induction that they actually like? Really? Oh, like genuinely? Really? I don't believe you. Like, really? What make is it? A naff neff, but it works well. Is it buttons like this, or have you got like proper knobs and stuff?
No, I've got the knob, she's got the button.
Do you want to come up and help? I've got him sweating in the corner. So, children go home. Bloody hell. We got niche porn with Jane in the corner on a tractor.
yeah. And all you can do is warm your buns.
Oh dear. Right, bit of that. Oh. I'm beginning to understand why it's called Crabfest. Bit of dough.
The mayonnaise is just about perfect
Oh,
now, I
I
think.
can't wait.
But we are clearing the marquee at 4. Okay.
Sorry? Yeah, lovely. So, I've never seen a mayonnaise split so many times. Sorry? Yeah, I haven't set the bench particularly high today. It's all right. Sorry, we'll just use yours. Can we stick a little bit? Can we mix a little bit of curry powder into it, and it'll just be slightly curried? Right. Is that nearly? Are they all open? They're all open. Don't cook them for too long.
Did you want to use all this?
What's that?
All of this?
Yeah, just use it all up. It'll be fine. He doesn't need it. He's made his own one there now. There we go. Oh, I forgot the creme fraiche. Hang on a sec. I need a clean bowl. This is well rehearsed. Jane hadn't done her dish ever. This has been made. I think we make this in the restaurant, and I still can't remember how to make it. Digby does. Who's Digby? Oh dear. Right, a little bit of creme fraiche in there. And I'll go back in that bowl. This was non-stick. I've now scraped the bottom off it. There we go. It looks like curry mayonnaise. Does it taste like curry mayonnaise?
Tastes like.
It's all right. There's no samples today.
And we are judging the chefs by the mess that they make.
Yeah, don't you worry about that. There we go.
Jane pointed that out.
Sorry. Of course she bloody did. It's actually quite tasty. That's all right. Right, one of those. So that's a mouclade. That'll be cold by the time we get to tasting that. So enjoy. Next up, got a little garlic butter here. So what I was gonna do is deep fry shoestring fries, toss them in garlic butter, and then get you all to question why I'm so slender all the time. Right, there we go. What we're going to do, one of those. Let's have some more pans. Turn that up. Bit of butter. We're going to cook the lobster in that. Where's that? There we go. Chaos. It's called creativity, Jane. I need something to wipe my hands. And then she make a crab mayonnaise as well. Actually, let's not make another mayonnaise. There's a bowl of picked crab there. That's essentially what a crab sandwich seems to be, just butter and crab. So I wanted to say, let's make it with something a little bit wetter and tastier in a sandwich. Right, that's nearly there. Cut up this. We're just going to gently toss those through the garlic butter. Look at that, 2 minutes, it's nearly cooked. Was that literally 2 minutes? Cool. There we go. Right, and we got some little gherkins here.
Anybody got any questions so far? Questions that can be heard by the rest of the public? Good.
You're not allowed to talk. Right, there's some cucumber I pickled earlier. Thank God I didn't try and add that into the mix today. That would have been chaos. Right, another spoon. Toss that around. Boom, boom. Bit of dill. Just pick that in, nice and... Sorry? No, it would seem I've finished several beers, but I barely started this one. There we go. Boom, boom. That's done. Let's get ourselves... We've got a clean board somewhere. Yeah? Sorry. Up with that. Thank you very much. Mussels. One of those. So, just going to split this roll open. Thank you very much. Thanks. Split that open. There we go. Pour in all that garlic butter and juiciness. Let's just toss that into there a minute. We're not going to use all that mayonnaise, I'll just mix it in the corner. If you want to make a nice sandwich, you've got to be greedy. There's no such thing, you can't scrimp. My brother-in-law used to work for Ginsters as a kid, and he got fired for putting too much mayonnaise in a sandwich. And I was like, there's no such thing as too much mayonnaise in a sandwich, ever.
Or any mayonnaise at all. He actually got fined.
He got fired.
Fired?
Yeah.
God.
That says more about my brother-in-law's inability to listen, I reckon. There we go, I'm making a mess here as well. Got that, in there you go.
That looks fantastic.
Oh, it's good. Overload it. There we go. Excuse me.
See if you can get Jane to eat that in a dainty manner.
Sorry, Jane's going to come up and demonstrate how to eat a lobster roll. On a tractor. It's on pay-per-view. Right, one of those. Bit of pickled cucumber. I'd love to try and follow this up with something nice about Jane to say I'm lying, but I can't think of anything. I'm joking. I love Jane. Right.
Stunning.
We're not going to make a crab sandwich. There we go. We can just. I think we all know what a crab. Do we want to make a crab sandwich?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. All right. We'll make a crab sandwich. Mayonnaise time. Let's do it.
Oh,
I'm
God,
joking.
no.
We'll use some of yours. We're going to do a curried mayonnaise sandwich. No, we'll do that, a plain one. Nice and easy. Bit of that, one of those, and then let's do a crab. I'm going to do a crab bun. What should we do?
Pepper, mayo, lemon,
Oh,
chive.
what's your recipe?
My recipe.
Yeah, do you want some chives in it?
Nice.
Yeah, let's do a crab bun. I'm not going to do it in that. That ciabatta's a bit.
Buns bun.
Sorry? Buns bun. We've got a smaller mixing bowl. No? There we go. Bowl. Got some chives?
Yeah, some chives there.
That looks brilliant.
Have we got any brown meat? Love brown meat. There we go. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just mix some of this through the mayonnaise, actually. Sorry? It's tidy. I'm not allowed to cook at home really anymore because of the mess we make. Right. Bit of that. Keep your crab really chunky. I love bits of, would you agree?
Yeah.
Lots of big chunks of crab. There's nothing worse than over mulch. Everyone's gone through it looking for bits of shell. Yeah, and all the texture's gone, all the love. And don't buy crab meat if you can help it. Take the time to pick and boil and pick your own crabs. It's always sweeter. In we go. One of them. Right. I'm not entirely sure why my sweat smells like Guinness, it feels today. Bit of that. One of those. What are we doing? Bit of salt. Done. Right. I've lost the bun. There it is. Bum bum. Right. Just try a bit of that before I put it in.
Just be point out, Freddie, is this brown crab you're using?
There's a mix of white and brown in there.
Okay.
There we go.
There's a lot of YouTube videos on how to pick crab as well, I've just
Yeah.
been told. Yeah.
There we go. Generous. Please expect to spend a fortune on a crab sandwich or a lobster roll because they are expensive, and don't suggest that you're being ripped off. Crab and lobster is expensive. They should be full. They're a treat. They're greedy. There you go. So, messy as you like, but it will be tasty, I promise. You've got a lobster and monkfish mouclade. You've got a lobster roll with curry mayo. And you've got a crab roll made in the corner by Owen with his delicious, that's your own sherry aioli. So sherry aioli, chives, and lemon and black pepper. Super simple. There you go. Done.
Ladies and gentlemen, Freddy Bird!
And there's how not to make a mayonnaise. Just to drink it. Yeah. All planned. Nothing went wrong. Sorry?
Brilliant.
It's all good. I quite like the fact that at the end of it, you've got a chopping board at an angle sitting on a clove of garlic. We've got, this is good. Yeah. Oh, another sort of item you can put in your mouclade is saffron, but I didn't put that in either. That should have gone in earlier.
You're asking... I noticed nobody's come up to try it. Come on.
I can't imagine why.
Get in there. Recipes are where? Recipes? Can we get these? Your website?
Honestly, were any of those accurate?
No, maybe not.
No, there are no recipes, I'm afraid.
Just make it up and enjoy it. That's the main thing.